much better. But what's not much better is the fact that we gotta go home, and I haven't slept. And guess what? I have work later. But I guess we could take you through the snowy tundra strips. This is the very first time I'm driving in snow, like this much snow. So you realize now you don't realize how excited and at the same time, you know, frightened I am when driving in the snow. I'll be extra careful because that's why. Also, don't try this in your car. You can get pulled over as much as I will. Remember to go nice and slow. Nice and slow. Then you end up stuck like that. Still go to city speed limit of 25 is astounding. This direction, right? See how that USPS driver ended up swerving and sliding? That's what happens if you take it too sharp, or if you go too fast, or if you're just not paying attention and you're just not being safe. And by the way, right here in the middle is a barrier right here. So I go on that barrier and you're gonna hear doom 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 doom, or worse. Basically follow the layout that they have here. You'll be getting there faster. But right there is what I mean by barrier. By sliding, I just slid right there. You gotta be very, very careful when driving in this condition. That's why they usually tell you to avoid traveling if necessary, or unless necessary to travel. Also, Mofo just decided to go right into, like, past it. Okay, whatever. This stop is Jerusalem Avenue and Pilot Lane. still in this town of Hempstead, which should really be the city of New Hempstead. And now we have entered the town of Oyster Bay. Hickeyville! Or Hicksville. If we follow these lines that you see on the ground right here, we should be okay. Make sure you brake slowly. If you brake too hard, you're gonna start spinning out and you're gonna lose traction. You're gonna lose control essentially if you brake too fucking hard. Remember to brake slowly. Come to a slow stop. This stop is Winding Road and Jerusalem Avenue. And I said that wrong. Make sure you also start accelerating slowly, because if you accelerate too fast, Lynbrook lighting, then you'll end up sliding and most likely hitting someone else, and again losing control, losing traction. Just don't go fast. Don't brake too hard and don't accelerate too fast. Or else you're fucked either one of the ways that you can be fucked by. Earlier though, when I was here though, it was just in the early morning, it was just night. Like, it was just mostly wet, snow, rain mix. So it wasn't too bad. School zone. I know school is most likely closed, but we're still gonna go follow the school zone speed limit. Oh, that should be a school zone. Alright, let's go. It should be turning green any second now. There we go. I'm going to accelerate slowly. And if you're going to turn, turn slowly. Don't turn too fast. If you turn too fast, you start sliding. You do not want to start sliding. If you start sliding, it's going to end up badly for you. And think of it as like, if you're gonna brake, think of it as like being in a truck. Not like that, not like this pickup, but like a truck, lorry, big rig, 18-wheeler, those things. And what I mean in that is, in aspect is, give yourself a lot of space so you can brake. Because if you don't, and you think that, oh, I can just brake like normal, you're gonna crash into the person in front of you, even though you had enough space even though you had enough space, like as if there was no hazardous weather. You gotta think differently. You gotta think like as if you're driving, well, you just saw like a truck that takes a lot longer to, come to a full stop. So that's another thing. Yes, we did it. We made it. So we showed you what a main road looks like. This is a major road, aka a state route. A main arterial route. Now we're gonna show you what major express route, or like major interstate route is, as in like an interstate expressway. And then I'm going to show you a parkway afterwards. Hopog, Port Jefferson, Patchogue, Manhattan, Albany, Upstate, New Haven, Connecticut, next right. Manhattan, Albany, Riverhead, Orient Point Ferries, Manhattan, Newark, New Jersey. Moving at like 55 or something like that, or like 60 or 65. Now people are moving at like 40 or like 30 or something, like very slow speed limits. Because of this storm. For the most part, with these arterial roads, yes, they're kept much more, they're more upkept. But with other roads, they're not. So you can go 40 here, you'd be fine. But going to state speed limit on here is a different question. Is, look, you can barely see who the fuck is in front of you. So we're exit 43, exits 44 at Senate for I-287, Oyster Bay, Jones Beach. So yeah. HOV lane, by the way. Most likely you don't want to use that lane. So yeah, right now I'm reaching 50 almost. Yeah, I've officially reached 50 almost. I don't think I'm going too much. I just saw a light pop up there, but I think it just went away afterwards. I-287 East, Jones Beach JFK Airport. Jones Beach JFK Airport, I-287 West, Oyster Bay, White Plains, Riverhead, Orient Plain Ferries. In front of you after a quarter mile ahead. I don't even think you can see a quarter mile ahead of you. Yeah, the HOV lane is, let's just say not in service. Let's say for that. You're right about that. It's poor driving conditions. Actually the first time we actually get more than 2 inches of snow. Color me surprised at that one. Always use the signals. They're still useful. It's a 48 Round Swamp Road, Old Country Road. Here's where the bikeway is, by the way. The Bethpage Bikeway and the NASA Silver Greenbelt Trail. Must be fun to be on the trail at this time. We're reaching the county borders. Everyone's moving more so slowly, like 25 or so. Well, we are somehow able to move at 45, or you can see them. You can see it right there. We're able to move at essentially 75 kilometers per hour. And also, don't take the HOV lane. It's closed for your safety, at least. Yeah, there was a light though. Driving conditions, reduced speed. I mean, yeah, I'm at 75. So yeah, there was a thing there. There was an orange light that came on. forgot to mention that. You've entered Suffolk, Amityville, and Hallasite, aka Huntington as well. We officially did it. We've officially hit 80 kilometers per hour. It took us to get till Suffolk to do that shit. But you could barely see shit in front of you, other than the people in the immediate direct line in front of you. What do you call it? A winter storm warning? Yes. I mean, a blizzard warning, a blizzard watch at best, but still. Then we're gonna take you on the Parkway. And then we're going to take you to the beach. And then we're just going to go back home. Show you different aspects of what happens when it snows in island life. You see how that person started sliding? That's why you gotta take it slow. You don't take it slow, you slide like that person. We might start sliding soon as well, but who knows if that will happen to us? And if it does, we should be prepared to evade, you know, catastrophic collisions. There goes a car that went sliding, careening off the road. So yeah, like I said, you do not want to get caught in that shit. Go nice and slow, take your time, don't rush it. You rush it, you're going to slide, you're going to lose control, you're going to, that's what's called hydroplaning, but you're going to end up hitting someone or even worse. Honda bomb, hashtag Honda bomb. Let's see, I think Hondas also make trucks. If that's the case, then it's here. I mean, yeah, there's this Hyundai, but I don't see no Honda. You know what I mean? Until we get there, or more, depending. But yeah, I mean, look in front of you, like you could barely see in front of you. Well, you see the car that was in front of me earlier? I could barely see the car in front of me and others in front. Like the most I could see in front of me is this person with their lights on, flashing lights on, and even the trucks up ahead. But that car is long gone. Lest I catch up to it. Roads, ramps may be slippery. No, yo, don't say. I like the roads around when it's super wet, snowy, and freaking slippery. It's going to be nice and dry and smooth, and it's going to make you not slip at all. ETA to Saginaw Parkway, 12 minutes. ETA to Jericho Turnpike in Riverhead, 1 hour 16 minutes. From traffic. And the ram of an overcompensating person with a dick that is small. I think it's delicious. Look at this mofo here taking the HOV line. You're gonna fucking kill yourself, mate. You're gonna kill yourself. Kill yourself. There goes Suffolk police right there. Oh. That's why. 3-car pile. That's exactly why. Because then you get into a pileup like that, and that's the issue I have. Because there's pileups up ahead. What the shit? I'm about to get into a pileup myself. Man, I'm illegally in the HOV lane. But you heard what happened when I broke hard, right? And look at that shit right there. Look. Look. You see? Gotta be careful on the road. Luckily, these roads are equipped with what we know is a service road, so we can go around and go to the service road. Well, if we can even get to the service road, that is. If we can. Get me the fuck back inside. Now I see someone got stuck. Oof, that's not good. They probably should have plowed these things. Come on. Yeah, they should have plowed that, and it's a good thing I didn't go in there. Yo. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't go in there. That's the other side, by the way. It's been half an hour ever since I started recording, but not since I started driving though. I was like minus like 5 or so minutes. Lucky for you. We should be getting close. Some of the system welcome centers in 1 mile. If it says 5 miles, then it's okay. 1 mile, so we're almost there. Usually 1 mile would take 1 minute, but with this, it's only gonna take 5 minutes. So we've got 1 more minute, because that's a telltale sign that once we get to that welcome center, the parkway we're gonna take is right after that entry. What is essentially a rest area, essentially, but not for commercial vehicles, only for passengers. Boo. Ocean Beaches, exit 53 to Coast Parkway South. State speed limit 90, minimum 70. But that was the quickest 1 mile ever. New York 112, 52 minutes to get to New York 112. Usually that takes only 12 minutes to get to New York 112 from here, but it's 52 minutes. So if it takes 52 minutes to get to 112, it will take 1.5 hours to get to Jericho Turnpike. Just think of that. Also for the Fire Island ferries, Bayshore, Sayville, and Fire, and then there's one more. Now I'm gonna soon get off at the next exit, 53, somehow, and get on the Parkway. It'll get me away from probably getting into a multi-vehicle collision, but still. stuck here. They really gotta freaking plow these freaking exits. No one will be able to exit or enter these. You know, no one will be able to exit because they're not plowing it. But I bet you if it was in the South Shore, it'd all be all nicely plowed, all nice and catered to the South Shore snubs. But us here in the North Shore are fucked, which means you're indirectly fucking commerce. Long Island. Luckily the exit I am gonna take is plowed, so that's a plus for me. Not for those who wanted to take a certain exit and got stuck. By sure Kings Park. I guess we'll do the Kings Park section and then go all the way down south because the Kings Park section isn't too much. It's not too, yeah, it's not a lot. It's pretty much small. It's a small section. Sure. I think that's gonna eventually be part of what makes it go around. But for right now, this is the exit. Barely see anything in front of you now. Eastern Airline, New York. Or in this case, Oppog. Or in this case, Port Jefferson, Patchogue, Manhattan, Albany. you gotta make sure you also churn slowly, because if you don't, and you churn, violently, if you churn very, overtly and very strong to a certain direction, you're gonna end up spitting out as well. Oh shit, I almost went right to that side. New York 25 now, or Jericho Turnpike. Smithtown, South Huntington, Manhattan, Orient Point ferries. It's almost at 11. Didn't show the best angle what I was trying to show, but oh well. Alas, what are you gonna do? Sunken Meadow, 3 miles. it will say last exit, meaning that's the exit you have to take. No exceptions. Parkway ends 1 mile. So it's like 2 more exits, and then that will turn around on the next exit, I think. Some 40. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Sunken Meadow section has more exits than the Spectacle section. Shorter, but no, it's actually longer. But we're almost there. Be a U-turn, and then we go down, and then we'll take you down to the beach, and then we'll see what's the difference between here and the beach. Is it faster down that way, or is it slower down that way? We'll figure it out. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get this way up 25A. Northern Boulevard, Amityville, Long Island City, Huntington, Calverton. And a half a mile. Here we go. Isn't it the same pickup we just saw earlier? Back by the LIE. Park entrance, 1,500 feet. And new 25 west, Huntington, next right. Oof, they really gotta have to, you know, not shave, they gotta plow that area. Here's the park, Sunken Meadow State Park. 56 minutes. Remember, 56 minutes to however long it takes us to get down towards a southern state. But if you think about it right now, I think the sun is supposed to start poking out soon. Because it's starting to get lighter now. The skies, I should say. Well, up here it is, but down south it probably is darker. Half a mile more. Token should enter this park. So here we are, leaving. Now we've left the park. And we're in Sunken Meadow Parkway proper. Again, you see, like how you see how we're sliding. That is what happens when you take it too fast and you're not careful. I only did that just to show you an example, and plus we were outside, and that's probably what happens to that car over there. But next time we might not be so lucky with no one being around here. So you gotta take very big precautions. basically we went from 2 lanes to 1 lane essentially. Because, well, first off, most exits here on both parkways are very spaced out, and second, on the northern section here, not many people are out here, unless it's in the summer where people go into the park, or in those days where people do go to the park in the winter, then yes. But otherwise, no. There wouldn't be as many people here. Right around here, then yes, it would, because Jericho Turnpike, but south of here, or north of here, not much. gotta be commercial. Put that van up ahead. Well, we can see the travel times now. Oh, let's see what's the travel times. 24 minutes to Meadowbrook. Or Wantagh, sorry. Not too bad. Listen, just because we're just on FM.
Control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free Reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-933-1022 to speak to an expert. That's 800-933-1022. Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Oh, I'm getting a cold.
Honey, try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older, or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's K-N-O-W pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Suffering with shoulder, hip, neck, back, knee, or other body pain? Here's an important message from the doctors at NYC Pain MD. With complete focus on non-surgical procedures, NYC Pain MD doctors are known throughout the tri-state for their advanced knee arthritis treatments. Now they have specialized programs for hips, shoulders, ankles, backs, necks, and more. Using targeted technology for precise, focused treatments, including FDA-approved gels, stem cells, platelet treatment, nerve blocks, soft waves, and more. Effectively and safely, right in their own procedure suites. No hospitals, no surgical centers, no toxic pills, no surgery, just relief. Many insurances may cover these targeted procedures, even Medicare and union plans. NYC Pain MD offers a no-cost pain assessment where all concerns will be answered. Call NYC Pain MD today at 800-600-KNEE. That's 800-600-KNEE. Call 800-600-KNEE now.
34 degrees, heavy snow falling in Manhattan. Good morning. I'm Linda Lopez. Winds news time, 11:30.
Good morning, I'm Kevin Rincon. The CDC is reportedly moving to drop one of its last remaining pandemic recommendations for COVID-19.
The CDC is planning to remove its recommendation that Americans isolate for 5 days after they test positive for COVID-19. That's according to a Washington Post report that CBS News has not independently confirmed. The change marks one of the final rollbacks to the agency's pandemic-era guidance, moving it in line with other viruses like RSV and influenza.
Alexander Tin reporting. The Post reports the new guidelines would be for people who test positive to look at their own clinical symptoms and decide when to end isolation. For example, if you've been fever-free for at least 24 hours and your symptoms are mild and improving, you could end your isolation then. Health experts say most people have developed a level of immunity because of prior infection or because of vaccination. When's news time? 11:31.
Or Karen's wanting to kill us faster.
So check of traffic and transit on the ones with Karen Stewart.
As we take a look live to 1010 Wins traffic jam cams that we've got hundreds of them all over the tri-state area. I'm looking at New Jersey and things are looking a little bit better on 287 and the Garden State Parkway and the Turnpike. They're slippery and they've got some left lane conditions that I wouldn't want to be stuck in, that's for sure. However, 287 and the Parkway are looking a lot better now that the plow crews have come in. Our main focus right now is Fairfield County, Connecticut, Upper Westchester, and Putnam County. For example, 684 and the Taconic look ugly. I mean, they are just white. Same story with the Merritt Parkway, Route 15 in Connecticut. 78 in Jersey was doing pretty badly, but now it's actually looking much more blacktop than white-top, so that's always good. And then we've got mass transit issues, too, unfortunately, on NJC and Metro North. Rail service in and out of Penn Station has got 30-minute delays. They are dealing with fire department activity inside one of the Hudson River tunnels and have been dealing with it since 9:06. But we've got 10-minute delays inbound of the Hudson River crossings, and we've got a 30-mile-an-hour weather-related speed restriction on all except the Verrazano Bridge of your Staten Island River crossings. Traffic is sponsored by the Barnesburg Traffic Tip Line, which you should call at 844-JAM-1010. Tell us what the conditions are in your neck of the woods. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes around the clock. Breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you've been in a car crash, choosing the right firm is crucial to get the help you need and the best result possible. Long night.
Bridges,
and winds AccuWeather forecast meteorologist Matt Ben. Yeah, still snowing out there, but the edge as the snow is in sight crossing North Jersey as we speak. In fact, just near and just east of the 287 corridor here across North Jersey. So total snow accumulation 3 to 6 inches here in the city. Long Island, though, will probably be close to that 3-inch mark here in the city. 6 to 10 inches of snow near and beyond 287, and things will improve here for this afternoon. Maybe some breaks of sun. It will be windy. Be aware there could be power outages due to that combination of wind and heavy snow laying on tree branches to break those tree branches into power lines. Our high today up to 39. Tonight mainly clear.
Remember how I said how the South Shore looks much better here with the roads? Yeah. And then go ahead and compare it back to the North Shore and Middle of the Island.
Tomorrow mostly sunny.
Yeah. Certain demographic gets all the pamperment and treatments.
Another chance for a rain or snow shower.
Look, I'm able to go to speed limit essentially.
Friday, light chilly, breezy with some sunshine, high near 40. Currently 34 degrees in Central Park, still snowing with a northwest wind gusting at 25 miles per hour. Repeating, the current temperature is 34, heading up to 37 this afternoon in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Matt Benz for New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Winds news time 11:34. Israel and Hamas are getting closer to reaching a deal to free hostages and bring about a ceasefire in Gaza. Talks are continuing today in the Egyptian capital. This development comes after Israel ramped up its offensive in the southern Gaza town of Rafah, right along the border with Turkey. Over 1 million displaced Palestinians have been forced to flee because of fighting elsewhere. They're kind of stuck there now. Israel rescued 2 of the hostages still being held by Hamas yesterday, but Israeli airstrikes killed at least 74 Palestinians during that raid. Amid the war, a new national survey has found that nearly 2/3 of American Jewish adults say they feel less safe than they did just a year ago.
The American Jewish Committee survey of 1,500 Jewish adults at the start of the Israel-Hamas war found a quarter had been the target of a hate crime. Agency CEO Ted Deutsch said 50% had altered their behavior.
Because they're Jewish, they made decisions about where they went, what they wear, what they share with others on social media. That's not something that we should ever accept for any part of our society.
Deutsch said one piece of good news is 3/4 of the general public now believe anti-Semitism is a problem.
But it's action that's going to wind up benefiting not only the Jewish community, but our country as a whole.
Marla Diamond, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
A Valentine's Day protest in the works. It'll be staged by rideshare and food delivery drivers. Thousands of Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash drivers are planning to walk off the job tomorrow to protest low pay and unsafe working conditions. The union Rideshare Drivers United, representing more than 100,000 members, says drivers will be turning off their apps tomorrow because they're sick of working 80-hour work weeks just to make ends meet. Drivers also plan to hold rallies at airports in major cities across the country, in Newark, Philadelphia, Chicago, and others. But those drivers are planning not to take folks to or from the airport. Wins News Time, 11:36.
Discover wants everyone to feel special with 24/7 customer service, as well as $0 fraud liability, which means you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases. Learn more at discover.com/creditcard. Limitations apply.
D'Agostino and Associates I built right here in New York and New Jersey. For over 30 years, helping accident victims get every dollar they deserve. I've been there. Call now, 888-24-LAW-24. D'Agostino, law fights back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this Air France radio announcement. Our very best 90th anniversary fares have just landed. From now until February 21st, enjoy our very best prices during the Air France rendezvous and benefit from our 90 years of experience in design, comfort, and fine dining. So book your rendezvous at Paris, with daily flights from New York starting at $635 round trip, taxes included. Elegance is a journey. Air France. Round trip purchase required. Advertised fare not available on all flights. Additional restrictions apply. See terms and conditions at airfrance.us.
Paid for by government.com.
Did you hear? A recent stash of $10 gold Liberty coins from the 1800s has been found. These gorgeous gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck in the late 1800s, and less than 50 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this gold find an incredible opportunity. Call 1-800-473-3993, and you are guaranteed a $10 gold Liberty coin minted by the U.S. Mint in the 1800s. But with extremely limited availability, you must call now. These gold Liberty coins from the 1800s are still in uncirculated condition. That is history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-473-3993. Call now, and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $40 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-473-3993 now to secure your $10 gold Liberty coins dated from the 1800s before they sell out. That's 1-800-473-3993.
Wins News Time, 11:38. Time for 1010 Wins Entertainment News after they teamed up for 100% Fresh. Adam Sandler and Netflix are joining forces for another comedy special. Josh Dixie is set to direct, joining Sandler again after they partnered on Uncut Gems. Sandler's longtime Netflix deal has included multiple movies, including Murder Mystery, Leo, and You're Not So Invited to My Bar Mitzvah. Well, don't get angry.
That might be a really good time for you to get angry. That's my secret, Ted.
I'm always angry. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is not appearing in Captain America Brave New World after all. The actor apparently misspoke when he seemed to confirm he will be appearing in the upcoming film. He was asked about it at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival over the weekend on Sunday. It turns out Ruffalo misheard the question, and multiple sources report he is not actually in the movie. Wins News Time, 11:39.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's corporate cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. RAMP.com/free.
1010 Windstorm coverage sponsored by Petro Home Services. $125 free heating oil offer at petro.com. And we're continuing our snow coverage now. Going to take you to City Hall, where Mayor Adams is providing an update on the storm and the city's response to it.
We are strongly encouraging New Yorkers to stay home today if not absolutely necessary to travel. As such, we made today's regularly scheduled weekly media availability virtual. And to ask a question, please utilize...
We're listening right now to Fabian Levy as he's going over some of the ground rules before introducing the mayor. We'll continue listening in.
Decisively over the past few days to prepare our city for the storm we're experiencing outside right now and keep New Yorkers informed throughout the way. Hundreds of thousands of our city employees have worked around the clock to keep New Yorkers safe and up to date about today's weather. Because of these efforts, New Yorkers have been able to make smart decisions and keep themselves safe. Thank you to the entire team for your effort. As I often say, delivering clear, accurate, and accessible information is one of the administration's top priorities, not only during moments like this one, but every single day. That is why the mayor has once again convened senior leadership to answer your questions and address important issues. So joining us this morning is Mayor Eric Adams, First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright, Chief Advisor to the Mayor Ingrid Lewis-Martin, Chief of Staff Camille Joseph Marlick, Deputy Mayor for Operations Mayor Joshi, Deputy Mayor for Housing, Economic Development, and Workforce Maria Torres-Springer, Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services Ann Williams-Isom, Deputy Mayor for Strategic Initiatives Anna Almanzar, Chief Counsel Lisa Thornburg, New York City Department of Education Chancellor David Banks, New York City Department of Sanitation Commissioner Jessica Tisch, New York City Emergency Management Commissioner Zach Iskol, and New York City Police Department Chief Detective Joseph Kenny. So once again, if you ask a question, please utilize the raise hand feature. But first, I'm pleased to turn it over to Mayor Adams.
Thank you so much, and thanks to the entire team for helping us plow through this first major storm, a snowstorm that we've had this year. I was out in Queens at PS 140, my old public school, and I was just really pleased to see how the Department of Sanitation and the crews were out there plowing and snowing and salting the street. And I really want to thank New Yorkers, Jessica, I think they heard you. They were not on the street, you know, cars were not out there, people were home, enjoying their families, and we really want to thank New Yorkers for taking it seriously, because we did, and we want to urge New Yorkers to continue to do so. And the men and women of the Department of Sanitation, OEM, and the entire apparatus were all in full display. We do want some to go out, to those who are voting. Today is election day in Queens and in the Bronx. We would encourage you to
voting, he said. I thought he said voting.
Have been coordinating with the Board of Elections and the Department of Education, monitoring any possible impacts of the storm will have on polling sites. DSNY make sure that the sites were clear so that people get to the polls and exercise their constitutional and democratic right to vote. And rest assured, we continue to serve this city immediately after we feel. We're going to deal with any trash removal. We're going on the days where we allow trash to sit on our streets for days. After snowstorms.
Today we've observed about 3 to 4 inches of snowfall. We expect about 4 to 6 inches in total accumulation throughout this event, with the rest of today really remaining with some light to moderate snowfall into this afternoon. We've observed gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour, which also have been diminishing this morning and into the afternoon. We're now observing 1 to 2 feet of coastal flooding in New York Harbor and Jamaica Bay, as well as areas further north into the Sound. Down in the southern parts of the city, the tide is peaking and should start to ebb in the next 1 to 2 hours. The tide will peak further north by City Island around 2 p.m. And as the mayor said, just a huge thank you to all the teams that have been working over the last few days in preparation for this event. I encourage all New Yorkers to continue to remain cautious. One of the things we are concerned about later today and into tomorrow morning is as the temperatures warm up, we could see some of the snow melt. That could then turn to ice when it refreezes. So that is something to consider on the roadways.
And then once again, always encourage all New Yorkers to sign up for Notify NYC, their city's public communication system. It's available in 14 languages, including American Sign Language. You can sign up by calling 311, downloading the app, or going to nyc.gov/notify. Thanks so much, and back over to you.
Thank you, Commissioner. We're going to actually just go right down the line. Commissioner Tisch, can you give us a DS and Y update?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to give a quick update on the Department of Sanitation's snow clearing operations. So we have thousands of sanitation workers working through the day-to-day and all night. We started mainly as a salt spreading operation. We ran all 700 of our salt spreaders. We put salt on every street, every highway, every bike lane in the city. We've done multiple passes at it. At 8:45 this morning, we hit plowable accumulations, which are 2 inches, first in the Bronx and then quickly in other parts of the city. And at that point, we deployed our fleet of 2,000 sanitation trucks, which double as snowplows. And so they are out there. They've been out there for hours. They will stay out there for hours. They have already completed a full pass of the city, and they're going to keep going. Just as a reminder, we don't do primary, secondary, and tertiary streets anymore. Because the Department of Sanitation has the highest head count that this department has had in the past 2 decades, we are able to put every street on a route and deploy every route at the same time, and that is what we have done today. One final reminder for New Yorkers. We got the streets, we got the bike lanes, we got the highways, we're doing our thing. We need property owners to do their thing as well. And that means 4 hours after the final flakes fall, we need all property owners to clear paths on the sidewalk in front of their property so that the sidewalks are safe and passable for New Yorkers. In the past 2 storms, we saw the sidewalks became pretty treacherous, and we don't want to see that after this storm, especially given that tonight the temperatures are going to go down below freezing, and we could have flash freezes on the sidewalks. We want those sidewalks safe tomorrow. We don't enjoy enforcing these rules, but our enforcement team certainly will be out tomorrow enforcing these rules. It's a matter of safety. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Tisch. Next, I want to hear from Chancellor Banks about DOE operations.
Yeah, so New York City Public Schools has had a more challenging morning, as we've heard from parents across the system. So just to put it into context, we had done a lot of work to prepare for today. And when the mayor and I spoke yesterday, early on about notifying parents and getting ready, it was the right call to make. Our superintendents were notified, our principals, the teachers were ready. We worked with our union, parents were notified, and we were all set and ready to go. And then just shortly before 8 o'clock this morning, we began to get word that parents and students were having difficulty logging in. And
that's why they're like online school.
Completely tied to the work that we do with IBM. IBM is the one who authenticates their users and the username, and in a word, IBM was not ready for prime time. And that's what happened here. Our entire team had been geared up, and we told them that almost 1 million students by between 7:30 and 8 o'clock this morning would be coming online to go to school. And at around that time, they said we were overwhelmed with the surge, as though somehow they were shocked that there were so many folks who were coming on. So to say that I am disappointed, frustrated, and angry is an understatement. And I want all parents of our school, of our students across the entire city to understand that I share the frustration that many of them had to endure from this morning. Now, that was not every student. We had thousands of kids who were able to get on with no problem. We've been working throughout this morning with IBM senior officials, together with senior leadership here at City Hall. And as we are in this press conference now, I just want to report that we are up to about 850,000 folks who are on now. That includes students as well as our teachers. So IBM, throughout the course of this morning, has expanded their capacity. Their capacity should have been at full expansion from the very beginning. we wouldn't have been where we are. But we've been able to still put our young people in the best position to take full advantage of this remote day. We had also, for those who did struggle, we had a backup plan that was already built into our messaging to parents and families. So many of our students had an opportunity to activate on work assignments that were given to them. It was not a wasted day, but it was a frustrating day for far too many parents. And that is unacceptable to me. I want to apologize to all the parents and families across the city. As I said, this was a test. I don't think that we passed this test. And so we'll be doing a full analysis of what happened here, because we don't expect this to be the last remote day that we have. And we'll work harder to do better next time. But that's where we are at this point in time. But the system is back. But things are moving along very nicely at this point.
Getting an update there from City Hall as we listen in on those officials providing an update on the situation in the city today as a result of the snow. Notably, they're listening to Commissioner Banks calling this remote learning day challenging, to say the least, but saying it was the right call to make. We'll have more on what is being said at this press conference for you throughout the morning into the afternoon. It's 11:51. As important for many of you, a check of traffic and transit on the watch with Karen Stewart.
Well, I'm taking a look at the northern suburbs, Westchester and Rockland County. The snow's coming down fast and furious, as it is near you as well, but it is coming down thick and wet and heavy. The roadways aren't in the best shape, that's for sure. 684 looks downright lousy, and the Taconic looks lousy as well. Plus, we've got a bunch of problems to tell you about. One of them is on 684, northbound at exit 9 for Southeast. We've got a broken down car in the fast lane. We've also got a couple of New York State Thruway problems, northbound on the Thruway before 7A. This is Greenberg now. We got an accident. We've got one right lane blocked now. Now we're hearing in Rockland County in New City, police may shut down portions of Route 9W and 304. Multiple vehicles are stuck or disabled. Follow posted detour signs. Use the Palisades Parkway if you can manage it. The Palisades Parkway is dealing with some rough road conditions in New Jersey as well. Plus, we've got a downed tree that just came down a mountainside, westbound 22 at Lawrence Avenue. The right lane is blocked, and eastbound 80, east of exit 35 for Rockaway, we've got an accident and the right lane is blocked there. Still 10 minutes into the Hudson River crossings. Be careful on your on and off ramps through the tunnels and over the GW Bridge. Very treacherous conditions being reported there as well, and I can see a lot of them 10-10 winds jam camps through those areas as well. Our next report is 12:01. I'm Karen Stewart, 10-10 winds on 92.3 FM. Subaru has earned more top safety picks and awards from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety than any other brand of autos since 2013 as of February 2023. Test drive a new Subaru today.
The 10-10 winds AccuWeather forecast, meteorologist Matt Benz.
And it's still snowing out there, of course, but it is going to be coming to an end here soon. That snow line marching across North Jersey from west to east, so afternoon here, look for that to end very quickly here in the city. Even some sunshine returning. Will actually feel pretty good, but don't forget those sunglasses. Sunglare could be pretty bright out there. Total accumulation 3 to 6 here in the city of Long Island. Immediate northern western suburbs. We're probably right around that 3-inch mark though here in the city. 6 to 10 inches as you head near and beyond 287. And driving conditions should improve a bit through this afternoon, but be aware as temperatures fall back down below freezing for tonight. Anything that is slushy or wet could just freeze once again, so slippery spots possible here for the morning commute with a low of 30. Tomorrow mostly sunny, blustery, high at 36. Sunshine, some clouds for Thursday, high at 38. Perhaps a rain or a snow shower early Thursday night, and by Friday quite chilly, breezy with a high around 40 degrees. Currently it's 34 degrees in Central Park with some snow falling. North to northwest wind gusting to 25 miles per hour. Repeating the current temperatures 34, heading up to 37 this afternoon in Midtown. Meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station, 10-10 winds on 92.3 FM.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapor Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapor Shower for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapor Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapor Shower use for adults only.
Attention 9/11 families. Toxic fumes cause deadly cancers in those who lived or worked downtown on or after 9/11. If you lost a loved one at any time since 2002 due to a 9/11 related cancer or illness, call the 9/11 lawyers at Hansen and Rosasco now. Hansen and Rosasco has recovered millions for families who lost loved ones. Call 800-505-0WTC. That's 800-505-0WTC. Attorney advertising.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable Scent Beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppable and Wash Scent Beads.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Montana. Spreading the word about pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older like me, you're at increased risk. So, what's the game plan? A strong defense. Pneumococcal pneumonia can strike at any time in any season, so you shouldn't wait to help protect yourself. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination today and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Quick look at Bloomberg Money Watch with Andrew O'Day.
State reports showing bigger than expected increase in January inflation, 3.1% year over year, helping stink stocks. Dow falling 446, Nasdaq down 222, S&P down 58, losses of more than 1%. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. Andrew O'Day for 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Who doesn't have a home security system? How would you like a free doorbell camera and professional installation? Sloman's wishes they could give one to everyone, but they only have enough for the first 40 people. So the first 40 1010 wins listeners who call this number 833-933-SAFE, that's 833-933-SAFE, will get this limited time offer of a free Sloman's doorbell camera that connects directly to your smartphone with installation of your Sloman's Shield. Sloman's is going to give you a free customized home security system and professional installation when you use their low-cost central station monitoring. So you're getting an LED touchscreen pad, motion detector, 10 contacts, lifetime warranty, and backup battery. Plus, be one of the first 40 listeners to call 833-933-SAFE and you'll receive a free doorbell camera with the installation of your Sloman Shield. Keep your family safe. Call now. Call 833-933-SAFE. That's 833-933-SAFE.
Tax Talk with Straight Talk.
You give and you give. This tax season you get with Straight Talk Wireless. You get a reliable 5G network and unlimited data and a Samsung Galaxy A14 included when you buy an extended silver unlimited plan. So you can give your janky phone to your kids.
Switch to Straight Talk for plans starting at $5 per line per month for 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com.
In all aspects of immigration law. The Biden administration has been very lenient towards immigrants. Please realize with the elections coming up this year, the current administration may not be reelected. It's crucial to act on your immigration status now. Bar Law has helped countless immigrants get legal status. Call Bar Law first at 646-894-5900. That's 646-894-5900. The attorneys at Bar Law can help you get your green card or citizenship. We understand the complexity of filing asylum cases and will represent you in immigration court. If you've made a mistake and committed immigration fraud or have a criminal record, you may still be eligible to file for a waiver and get your green card. Call Bar Law first at 646-894-5900. That's 646-894-5900. As an immigrant myself, my passion makes me take your case personally.
WINS FM in HD1 New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Still snowing in the city. We'll see a high of 39. It'll feel colder, though, with the wind. More people get their news from 1010 Winds than from any other radio station in the nation. Sharon Barnes-Waters is our service aide. Sarah Milano, our writer. Walter Geis, our senior writer. Justin Schrager is at the editor's desk. And I'm Kevin Brincone.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM, New York.
Good afternoon. 30
34 degrees, snow falling in Manhattan at 12 noon. I'm Linda Lopez, and here's what's happening. This winter storm warning in effect through this afternoon. We could get up to 6 inches of snow right here in the city. Your AccuWeather forecast coming up. City and state officials telling us that the sanitation department workers have been out on roads all around the city since last night, trying to make it safe for travel. The NYPD is out with images of 2 people in connection with that shooting on a 4-train subway platform in the Bronx yesterday that left 1 person dead. Donald Trump will be at a hearing on Thursday here in New York that's expected to determine a timetable for his hush money trial. And if you wanted to dress like your favorite Boston boys, here comes the Boston Massacre! You're out of luck. Their snazzy outfits from the Super Bowl Dunkin' commercial have already sold out. 10-10 Winds AccuWeather. Snow right now coming down really heavy. Should taper off later this afternoon. High of 39 degrees today in the city. Winds news time 12:01. Let's get our check of traffic and transit on the ones. When we get over to Karen Stewart.
Oh, we got a doozy of a snow problem happening right now in the Bronx. We have a downed tree on the Bronx River Parkway in the Bronx, southbound approaching the Cross Bronx, east 177th Street. All lanes are closed until further notice. Again, this is on the Bronx River Parkway, south, approaching the Cross Bronx Expressway. All lanes are shut for the down tree. Keep it locked to 10-10 winds. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones. We are going to keep you updated. The Bayonne Bridge, the Goggles, and the Outer Bridge Crossing, as we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, have 30-mile-per-hour weather-related speed restrictions. Now, if you're traveling the MTA bridges and tunnels, they just have their electronic signs advising you to keep your speeds reduced. In New Jersey, we have a commercial vehicle ban in effect for the entire lanes of 78, 80, 280, and 287, as well as 440 between 287 and the Outer Bridge. There's also a ban on carpool trailers, RVs, and motorcycles. We've got an accident now on 1 and 9 affecting both directions. It's the Congress Road in North Bergen, where we've got the left lane blocked with this crash. Eastbound 80 and exit 35 for Rockaway, we have an accident to the right. Westbound 80 and exit 34 for Wharton, somebody broke down on the right-hand lane there to Mountainside. Westbound 22, we got a down tree at Lawrence Avenue. Only miraculously enough, the right lane is blocked there. We're sponsored by your local Mazda dealer. Every Mazda CUV comes with a suite of advanced safety features. Mazda CX-30, 5, 50, and 90 comes standard with predictive all-wheel drive. Mazda's predictive all-wheel drive uses 26 different sensors and adapts to weather around you, designed to give you confidence in any road condition. I'm Karen Stewart, 10-10 Winds on 92.3 FM.
This is an update from the 10-10 Wind Storm Center.
And now let's get a check of our 10-10 Winds AccuWeather forecast. Here's Matt Ben.
Yeah, still snowing hard out there, well, as of the midday, but it is coming to an end shortly as the snow band pushing from west to east now across northeast Jersey and heading towards the city. So probably within the next hour, we're done with the snow here in the city. Little to no additional accumulation expected. We're around 3 inches total snow accumulation here in the city. 3 to 6 across Long Island, as well as immediate northern and western suburbs. 6 to 10 those who head out 287. Roads still a little dicey out there for the next couple of hours. Should see some improvement, but as we head into tonight, temperatures fall down below freezing. There could be refreezing of any slushy or wet areas, so watch out for icy spots for tomorrow morning's commute once again. I'm meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station, 10-10 Winds on 92.3 FM.
And we've activated the Mazda Storm Nest to help you make your way through this winter storm day. Of course, we know New York City public school students didn't have to go in. Schools went all remote for learning today here in the city, but it didn't all go as smoothly as planned. Some anxious moments this morning as lots of students had trouble even logging in to do their work. Chancellor Banks said it was because of issues with their IBM authentication service.
So to say that I am disappointed, frustrated, and angry is an understatement. And I want all parents of our school, of our students across the entire city to understand that I share the frustration that many of them had to endure from this morning.
But Chancellor Banks says those issues are now mostly resolved, all of the tech issues that kept students from logging in this morning, and they should be able to go on with their remote learning as usual.
We also checked in with some city and state officials this morning, including Sanitation Commissioner Jessica Tisch here on 1010 Winds, who said snowplows and salters have been on the city roads since last night, and she reminded home and business owners that sometime later today, you'll have to shovel and clear the way outside your buildings.
It depends when the snow stops. So this storm looks like the snow is going to end before 5 p.m., which means that New Yorkers have 4 hours from the time the snow stops to make a safe passageway on their sidewalk.
And of course, we just got that most recent update from AccuWeather and Matt Ben saying that the snow could taper off after the next hour here in the city. And of course, we've got our team coverage with all our reporters all around the area. Let's head over to our Glenn Shuck. He's checking out things in Riverdale.
This heavy, wet snow started falling in Riverdale about 4 in the morning and just kept on coming. It's one of those snowstorms where you shovel or plow an area and then about half an hour later it looks like you never did it. Out for an early morning walk before school, yes, remote, Angela and her daughter, taking it all in. So does she like this? Or?
Yes, great day.
Why is it a great day?
It's a beautiful day, it's snowing, it's nice and clean, and we get a remote work from home day. Yes, we took some pictures.
I asked your daughter to be honest. Will people be doing remote learning?
Like, if you want to do your work, you can. If you don't, I mean, like, no one's really watching you.
That's what I'm saying, though. I mean, did you think that a lot of kids are actually going to go remote today? Or
They can go on. I don't know if they're actually going to, like, do their work and pay attention, but...
Glenn Shuck, 1010 Winds, 92.3 FM, Riverdale, the Bronx.
How are they dealing with these snowy conditions over in Queens? That's where we find our Darius Radzian.
It's been a long time since our area has seen a significant snowstorm.
I don't mind it. I'm a New Yorker. I think it's good.
Road crews tried their best to keep the roads clear, spreading salt overnight. But the snow started to pile on in the middle of the morning rush. Tommy from Oakland Gardens was ready.
Got the truck, so it's fine. Just nobody else knows how to drive in it.
Driver Dalmore Babbage says it seems that there are fewer cars on the roads, but those that are out are driving slow and steady.
Even though if you have a all-wheel drive normal. Respect the road, respect the ice.
Darius Radzian, 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM in Little Neck, Queens.
The NYPD is out with images of 2 people wanted in connection with that shooting at a 4 train station in the Bronx that left 1 person dead. You can see them at 1010winds.com. It happened just after 4:30 yesterday on the platform at the Mount Eden subway station on Jerome Avenue. One of the victims was a 34-year-old man who was believed to be an innocent bystander. He was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Among the 5 who were injured were a 14 and 15-year-old and a 71-year-old man. Police sources said the incident is believed to have started as a fight aboard a northbound 4 train, which then spilled out onto the platform. Anyone
this is Route 4041 to Winnie let up our station via Main Street.
577-TIP. Donald Trump will be in attendance for a hearing on Thursday that's expected to determine the timetable for his hush money trial here in New York. The judge in the case said last year the trial would begin on March 25th, but that date has been up in the air because of Trump's federal elections interference case in Georgia. In the hush money case, Trump faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records related to payments that he made to Stormy Daniels. He has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. The FAA is investigating after a small private plane lost its rear door shortly after takeoff from Buffalo Niagara International Airport on Monday night.
Drive safe out there.
Had 2 people on board and returned to land.
Be careful, or you're going to end up like what happened earlier on the LIE.
We lost our back door. 56 Charlie Alpha Tower, Roger.
Finally, some actual winter.